of the weekly update. Let's not waste any time and get straight into it. It's currently a Sunday, as usual when I'm recording this. It's also kinda late, as usual when I'm recording this. Okay, another week has passed. Another week has passed, and has this week been any good or any bad? Another week has passed, and I'm a bit tired. That should work just fine. Okay, and how has this week been? It's been pretty usual. I've been having to do a bit more work in school, which is unfortunate. What more have I been doing? I have been staying consistent with creating content, but else than that, I can't really recall that much. I haven't had as structured goals as I did 1 week ago, which I feel has been not good. I've been setting goals for every single day, but it's really unstructured and not ideal. So that's what we're gonna do for today, set the new goals for the week, because I felt like that worked quite good last time. I got everything done on that list, and it was fun and it worked well. Okay, what are my goals for this week? Well, it's for sure gonna be work towards freelance, and more specifically there, it's like creating my show reel and start with lead, because I have decided a bit, because none of my content thing is going well, for good reasons or for understandable reasons. I'm not creating good enough content as of it is right now. I have decided that I want to get some sort of income from something else, and I am quite competent at photography and videography, and I figured that I could do some sort of like freelance gigs on the side, so I can justify quitting school, so I can spend more time pursuing my dreams and have my future a bit more unlocked. Because otherwise, if I don't manage to do this, it's gonna be way harder to quit school, which means that I have to go another year, and that's gonna take away so much time. And then my trajectory is totally wrong on that side at the moment. So that is actually really important that I get this fixed, because then I can justify quitting school. Like, if I open up a bit here more personal, it's that really I don't have to justify it for myself, although I need some income. It's important, but the main reason is my parents, because I haven't told anybody about this whole content thing. It's I have just kept it a secret, basically. So if I quit school and nobody knows about this, then it just looks like I'm a unemployed loser, which it looks on the outside a lot of the times. Yeah, now I'm in sort of the mood where I'm clanking down on myself, which is non-ideal. And even if I talk about this, this has more been a fear of mine in my head, even though it's a bit of reality. But you shouldn't be limited by people around you, your parents. Like, you should live just aligned to you, but it can be a bit hard. So I feel like a good way around the problem, or a good way to fix the problem, is doing this. And then also, it's not bad for me, like getting clients work here and getting income there. That is not bad at all. It's in fact very good. So it's a win-win. Okay, and number 2, really, I want for this week to get some content going. I want one day where I batch record a lot of videos, which are low effort videos, but I still want to make them as good as I possibly can, because my low effort videos currently are me with no preparation, just talking to the camera, which it's not terrible, but it's really non-directional. Like, there is no direction to it, there is no audience which I have in mind for that video, there is no engagement maxing strategies. Like, I don't have a good hook, there is nothing of that, so they end up getting very low views. So in that regard, for growing my personal brand, it's not pointless, but almost, but it's not pointless that I'm doing it, because I'm staying consistent, I'm putting in work, which is never pointless. Even though you might not get any result from it, you're still building yourself, you're still building your character, so in that regard it's not pointless, but it's also not very efficient posting videos which not gonna get me any further, any closer towards my goals. So I want to batch record like 6-7 videos, which are at least of good topic or thought through a bit more. Then I myself really enjoy those types of videos where I'm just chatting very genuine to the camera. I personally enjoy them, but the algorithm doesn't really seem to favor them that much. So yeah, I have to compromise there. But batch record videos. And why do I have to batch record? Well, it frees up time so that I can create more high effort videos, which is the next goal, one storytelling video. This is just something which I have been putting off, pushing forward for a really long time. I have had all of these ideas of the types of content which I want to make. I haven't been doing them for quite some time now, so I think it's time to get that ball rolling again, to eventually me just posting these story content. But I'm not gonna make it too big of a goal and say post one every single day, because that is just not realistic. So we're starting it slow, rebuilding that process of me being able to post these story videos, because I have done it in the past, and I stayed pretty consistent with doing these higher effort videos. So get back into that, and with even better quality and formats. I will write this next point as a question mark, that I'm not sure that I will do it, but I would like to do this. It would be very fun to create a series once again. I haven't done series content in a really long time, where I have multiple parts episode going towards one goal. I should have done it by the start of this year, day one of trying to quit my school. I should have done that. I haven't done it, so I want to start some series, but I have it as a question mark because it's not that important now. I have more important things, but it would be fun. What more do I have? Cut my hair. One idea which I have gotten, I believe I got it yesterday, which I haven't really heard that many people talk about, if any, and I will probably make some video about this in the future also. And it's that you should treat your grind, your hustle, your entrepreneurial journey as a 9 to 5. And it's sort of opposite of what a lot of people are trying to achieve. Like, a lot of people go into entrepreneurial journey because they don't want the 9 to 5. They want to escape that, they don't want to go down that path. But a 9 to 5 is a very well structured system, at least for me. Like, I can mostly draw personal experience from school, because I really never had a normal 9 to 5, but I worked very well in school because it was very structured. I'm not really sure what it really is, but whenever I wake up for school, I set my alarm and it goes off and I wake up. I almost always go on time. I never really sleep in that much. Gotten worse at this when I've gotten older, but it's very easy for me to get up. It's very easy for me to get there, and then once I'm there, I work quite well for a lot of hours, and I feel like I get a lot of things done. But if I compare that to my personal endeavors in self-improvement, in trying to achieve stuff, trying to build a personal brand, let's say I have the same goals for that, or let's say that I have sort of the similar structure, but I put it up for myself that I'm going to wake up at a specific time. I have a work block in the morning where I have to do all of this work. I have to go and work out and all of this shit which I need to do. Once I actually get to that time, it's way easier for me to not do the things that I should. Like, more often than not, I end up not doing what I should, which comparatively to school goes pretty flawlessly, goes without that much effort. But once I don't have that responsibility or that structure, it doesn't work. So by setting up these very strict time limits for yourself, that you're really only allowed to work on your personal endeavors at these times. I know it can be hard because a lot of the times this is a side hustle. It's you don't have the time to work 9 to 5. It's often late night activities that you have to put in, but the time really doesn't matter. But having very strict times that you work on, and also having time where you don't work, I feel like that can be very beneficial. I've talked about this before, like work-life balance and how important it is to take time off. You have to rest hard in order to perform hard, and I think that this can go in with that very well. Like you become more motivated, more productive, hopefully more determined to finish your work, because you know that you have this time pressure, you have this limit deadline which you have to finish it within. So hopefully you get way more focused, way more locked in at your work for those hours, and then you also have the time to look forward to where you don't have to work. And in the long run, this might not be the best, or in the really long run, this is probably the best, but in the intermediate long run, in order to really scale, in order to really build something great, you probably have to put in more work than just a normal 9 to 5. Like you probably need to work a lot, but going from 0 to putting in 12 hours a day every day, not a lot of people can do that, and really the only people who can do that are the ones who are highly motivated, who are really have this goal which they are willing to put down everything for. And a lot of us, we don't have that. We have a goal that we want to reach, but I, at least personally, doesn't feel this flaming desire every single day when I wake up. It's really not that at all. It's really kind of empty, and you just go by habit, where you just keep pushing forward. And then I feel like this can be a very good way to get back into the grind again. Yeah, I'm not sure if that made sense, but I will try it and see if it works. Okay, but that was everything which I had for this video. A really long one, I see now. I've been recording for 22 minutes and 16 seconds. It will be fun editing this. Not. But until next time, take care, and as always, accomplish great things, and I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.